Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. My name is Jayla, also known as Jay Chanelli on the internet. And I'm coming to you guys today with I just want to talk. Like, I don't even know if I need an intro. I don't know if this video will ever see the light of day. I just felt like turning on the camera because I feel like I need to record a video. And I'm just going to try to talk through my thoughts and the things that I'm internalizing, and hopefully it'll be beneficial to you. Hopefully it'll be conducive to both of us. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and if not, like, I may never post it, so you may never see this, but if you do see it, then hopefully you enjoy it. I kind of wanted to talk today. Obviously, if you've been on YouTube, you've seen all of the drama going on in regards to the beauty community. I don't necessarily want to talk about the drama that is going on. I just want to talk about the effects of what's going on and how it affects people like me within the community. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I definitely kept up with most of the drama that was going on, and most of the incidents that were going on. Some of it wasn't actually drama. I want to make that clear. Some of it wasn't drama. Some of it was very serious incidents. If you don't know what's going on in the beauty community, please go ahead and just like look at other YouTube videos. I'm not really good at giving recaps or anything like that, but you most likely know what's going on. So there's been some things going on with larger influencers that have caused businesses and brands to take a step back and really evaluate whether they want to continue working with larger influencers, certain larger influencers, and the power that these influencers hold. And as a result, a lot of brands, specifically on Twitter, have been asking and reaching out to micro influencers or smaller influencers, smaller content creators, and basically trying to give smaller content creators a shot. And I basically wanted to talk about that aspect and how that affects people like me, like very small influencers, and just like my purpose on being on YouTube. So I think it's great initially that, you know, smaller influencers are getting more attention, the recognition that they deserve. They're finally getting, like, catching these brands' eyes. But I also am very cautious and haphazard of what's going on with these brands nowadays, and I just want to talk about that aspect. So I know a lot of smaller influencers on Twitter have been getting like tagged in these larger brands, and they've really been paying attention, and it's like, cool. I guess that's cool, but number one, you still have to have somewhat of a following for you to be recognized by a brand. Like, a lot of the smaller influencers that are being tagged have like 100K followers, have 50,000 followers. Like, they're not small in regards to like me small, like 5,000. I have 5,000 subscribers, and I have less than like 1,000 followers on Twitter and on Instagram. So like, they aren't like super small influencers like us. They're more like, I guess you can consider them smaller influencers in the grand scheme of things, but like, they're not following people with 1,000 followers. Like, they're paying attention to people who already have a fan base, who already have super high engagement, who can still influence people to buy their products. And I want to make that distinction and just talk about the difference between an influencer and a content creator, and how my content the way that I've been creating my content hasn't lined up with the title that I've been carrying. So we hear this term beauty influencer being thrown around, and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm a beauty influencer, like, because you think it's synonymous with YouTuber, you think it's synonymous with content creator. But then when you really think about it, I forgot whose video I was watching the other day. An influencer is someone who is literally influencing you to buy a product. So that is why brands like to work with influencers, because they are basically human advertisements for a certain product, whether that be giving them a good review, whether that be merely exposure. Just the fact that they've said this product's name, they are now influencing consumers, influencing viewers like me and you to buy a specific product. And I realized that my purpose for making YouTube videos is not to influence people to buy products. And I needed to realize the difference between a content creator, who is someone who literally, you know, creates content, who has a creative mind, who wants to just put creative things into the universe or put creative things onto YouTube, or whether it be tutorials or things like that, and an influencer who is more like a public figure, someone who is a credible source or should be a credible source, so that when they're influencing you to buy a product, you know that that product's going to work. So a lot of the content that I've been creating looks like I'm trying to be a beauty influencer, and that's basically because I didn't really know what I was doing. Like, you get on here as a small influencer, you're barely getting views. Like, my views barely reach the hundreds anymore, like literally. So you think, well, I need to be creating content that's popular. I need to be creating content that's trending. I need to be buying the hottest products, the latest product releases, and that way I'll garner more like views. I'll get a larger audience. Because of that, I've been basically buying, you know, the latest makeup products. I've been buying the newest releases and creating videos based on that, not realizing that while I'm doing that, I'm basically acting as an influencer and not necessarily as a content creator. Whereas like my other videos where I was doing more like talk through demo videos or tutorials, those videos were about literally putting content into the atmosphere, putting content on YouTube just because I enjoyed it. So now that I've realized that, like within the past couple of days, I kind of just need to go back to the drawing board and like kind of figure out what kind of videos do I need to make, like how I need to format my videos. So that was one thing I wanted to talk on. The other thing I want to touch on is the fact that I am a very, very small a YouTuber here. I don't get a lot of views, and it's kind of discouraging to put all of this work into creating videos, whether like you can tell or not. I do put a lot of work into my videos, and then I get like 35 views over a week span, or like 70 views over a month span. It's really discouraging, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get past that, and I'm trying to approach it from like an analytical point of view. Like, who is my audience? Have I like targeted my audience? Like, do I know who my target audience is? And that goes for not only YouTube but also on Instagram, also on Twitter. I recently made like a professional, like a beauty Twitter, and just trying to figure out how do you get people to interact with you. I really don't know how to gain a true audience, so that's been really hard for me as well, and kind of discouraging, because you know, you tell people that you've had a YouTube channel for X amount of years or something like that, and you have X amount of subscribers, and it's like, where's the growth? I don't know. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of that as well, and just trying to make sure that in the end I'm still enjoying what I'm doing. I do still enjoy making YouTube videos. I'd rather do things for YouTube. I'd rather do things on Instagram and Twitter than to do like real life stuff. Like, not real life stuff, but you know, things in my specific field. I really do enjoy what I'm doing, but I just have hit a big brick wall. Oh, as far as influencers go, and brands are paying attention to these smaller influencers now, which is cool for now, but eventually those smaller influencers are gaining a bigger audience, and now they're just becoming the larger influencers and acting exactly how the larger influencers are acting. So there definitely needs to be a cultural shift, and I talked about this on Twitter. There's a drama channel here, Smoky Glow. She mentioned that, and I expounded upon it on Twitter. Basically, there needs to be a culture shift. You can't just say, okay, we're going to pay attention to the smaller influencers now, because what are you doing any differently? Now that those smaller influencers are gaining more eyes, gaining more exposure, they're eventually going to become larger influencers. And how have we changed the way in which brands interact with influencers and influencers interact with brands? Have brands even changed? Like, we're in 2018 and we're still getting product releases with like inadequate shade ranges. Like, what are the brands doing? How are we putting onus on the brands to change the way that they're treating influencers, to change the way that they're treating consumers? Because yeah, like this whole drama started because of like influencers, but it's not just on influencers. Like, there needs to be a cultural shift within the beauty community, or we're just going to see the same things over and over and over again. So that's why I'm kind of weary of like, okay, let's just pay attention to the smaller influencers now, because like, how are we actually changing anything? Like, what is what are we doing differently? Because you know, every larger influencer was small at one point in time. Every larger influencer was more humble at one point in time. But if we're not changing the way that we respond to these people once they gain an audience, once they're able to interact and negotiate with brands, if we're not changing the way that those interactions are happening, you're just repeating the cycle. It's a vicious cycle. So I did all that talking without actually addressing what my purpose was on YouTube and why I'm here and what makes me different from other influencers, because I think that's one of the biggest reasons that a lot of my videos get overlooked is like, how are you different? Like, what are you bringing to the table that hasn't been done before? Like, what is my niche? And I haven't really found that yet. So I think the videos that I enjoy the most are educational videos. The video that I posted a couple of weeks ago about finding your correct foundation shade, I really enjoyed making that video because that was research that I had done for myself. I really wanted to learn more about color theory. I really wanted to be better in my makeup application, specifically for women of color, specifically for Black women. I just realized that it was still hard for us in 2018 to find correct foundation shades, to find correct foundation undertones, and I just wanted to educate myself. I'm very knowledge driven. I think that's why, you know, I have these degrees and this student debt. I'm very knowledge driven. I love learning. So the videos that I really enjoy creating are about teaching and about providing you the knowledge and the skills to do your makeup the way you need to do. Like, I don't want to be a makeup artist. I do not enjoy doing makeup on other people. I do not enjoy doing other people's hair. And I know that I've kind of gotten off of doing hair videos and stuff because people want you to do it for them, and that's not why I do videos. A lot of my hair videos, I think I enjoy recording them when I'm trying something new. A lot of the things that I do in my hair are just like me learning from YouTube. I learned everything that I know about hair from YouTube, and it's just like my take on how to do certain things. Basically, what I wanted to say, I just needed to record. I really felt like I needed to record, so hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully this makes sense, and let me know what y'all think, like as far as smaller YouTubers go, because I know a lot of my subscribers are also smaller YouTubers. Just let me know y'all thoughts. I really would like to talk to y'all in the comment section. I will respond to every single person that comments on this video. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Got lipstick on my finger.